many months, not years, months. I know him from Zakarpattia when we launched their patrol police. Okay, there are minuses and there are pluses. The minus is that this guy is from system. And it's obvious that he's not a young reformer who can bring, tremendous changes of system. Minus is that, and this guy was from criminal bloc. He was just investigator. He was, I don't know, do you have that in Ukraine? We have just those who are working on the ground and those who are following them, supervising them. It's literally operativity. So he was working on the ground all his life. And I know his material status, I know his assets, I know his family. And I cannot say that this guy is corrupt. Really, I'm not protecting him. He's not even rich. He has some assets, it's true. He is diverse and his wife is quite independent, I would say. They have big problem in family. And but if you look and if you take in consideration that he was head of criminal bloc in police, that he was head of criminal bloc in Kiev Oblast, and then estimate what he has, you will understand that this guy is not deep in plans. So I think that he will not be the guy who would do something against people, because I know that he was resigned when during Yanukovych he was forced to do something like that. And he was actually fighting on Donbass. He was serving there. But I think he needs very good deputy about reforms. And I have some candidates, and we have there in police. This will be a combination. Again, it is not the best choice. No one expected him, even me, because I know everything about police, what is going on there. And even he didn't expect, believe me, because I met him 2 weeks before that, and we had our joint candidate. We thought that who would be. We thought that, okay, minister will choose this guy. We even don't think about him. And he just arguing because he was, he insisted me that this guy will be. And I don't want the other guy, but then we had one choice. But I think he will not be a reformer, big reformer, but I think he will not do something against people. And the situation yesterday we had in Kiev, it showed. I do not support the methods used our colleagues against police. But the police, with the dignity past these days, they didn't beat no one. They didn't restrict anyone. It doesn't have any footage of brutal actions of police these days in protests in Kiev. And for me, this is a big sign, is that because as a journalist, I understand. If we would have this footage, we would put it in YouTube. So if we don't have it, it means that, okay, they are tolerant. Regarding me and Sergei, it's not about our some controversial thing, or about our some friendship, or about our unity, or something like that, or partnership. The thing is that on basic things, estimation of situation, we are the same. We doesn't have, we even don't speak about that. Everyone knows, understand. I'm reading his posts, and for me it's obvious that I'm on the same. And when we are talking, it is obvious that we have on the same basics. The difference is that what to do with that. He chooses his own agenda, which is not bad, not good, but I support him on that. I understand that this is, we talked about that many times, why he's doing that way, why we didn't have conflicts with that, but we had arguments about that. And definitely we understand each other. Now I understand. So I support what he did. I'm not ready to do the same things he did. But he was not ready, for example, to do things I did. Because when we entered the parliament, I was very involved in police reform. And it is obvious now that I didn't have benefits from that. I was not corrupt, didn't have some positions or cars or apartments from that, yes? But for him it was a big problem. Because the head of police is Mr. Avakov. And we know who is Mr. Avakov. I don't have illusion about him. And it was big frustration because he attacked Mr. Avakov and I worked with, not with Mr. Awaka, but with Ekas, who was about the same ministry. But somehow we found this balance, because I'm very honestly saying that we should do something. Criticizing, it's okay. And what is doing Sergei, he is very tough on that. He's discovering that, which is very good. I found myself on this, delivering these results in this field, which is maybe not so loud, not so exposed, yes, but I'm satisfied with that. And the other thing is that, this is the difference between mentality of me and Sergei. All time, it was all time. I'm very communicative. I'm talking with all people. For me, process and personal are different things. I mean, I can hate someone for something. I can, I don't know, like someone or don't like, but I would never express my disrespect. It's about me, not about him. And first, and the second is that I think, if we are not friends with someone, everything other is job. We are doing something together. And for example, it is also interesting example is that if we need some legislation to be adopted in Parliament, we are going and deal with Timoshenko, with Leshko, and etc. And Sergei also. And for him, it's not a problem because it's okay. I mean, this is our job. We should do that. But from the other side, when I worked with Avakov, he had a question to me. And that's kind of, compromises. And I think this is problem of, principles and red lines. You can come over some your habits, or you can go for some compromises till red lines. And the red lines of me and Sergei is the same, I believe. But we have different room for compromises. This is obvious. And I think it's not a problem, actually. For me, it's not a problem with him coming. But many people ask that. Even more, I would say that. Maybe people who don't know this problem or don't see, they try to use that, trying to talk to me against Sergei or Sergei against me. And definitely we are talking about that. And so it doesn't work.
It's a good call, bad call.
The other big news is that I don't believe that this president will change it. I believe that I'm convinced that it could not be changed by someone. This system could be changed by itself. And by changing the behavior of people and attitude to people to that system. Because now we made it a little bit independent. Someday they should understand that, guys, it is much more easy to serve ourselves and our system than to serve those politicians. And I hope maybe that some big trials against those courts maybe will happen. But I don't think that it will happen in the next 3-5 years.